And a very good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Sandy Elson, and on behalf of the travel professional community and travelprofessionalnews.com, I want to welcome all of you and tell you that I'm really glad that you're here. I'm also very excited about our webinar today because we are being hosted by VAX VacationAccess. Our speakers are Beth Kitzman, Business Development Manager for Triceps Solutions Agency Channel for VAX VacationAccess, and Luke Gibson, Director of Product at VAX VacationAccess. Beth Kitzman focuses on nurturing business relationships and finding exciting, unique ways for VAX to support travel agencies. With over 20 years of experience in the travel industry, beginning with Walt Disney World, then working for airlines, and now focusing on travel technology, Beth loves using her education degree to find ways to educate and empower travel agents to grow their leisure travel business. With more than 18 years of business experience in brand marketing, media, and sales development, Luke Gibson has tackled issues across multiple categories of business, including travel, automotive, technology, luxury retail, media, e-commerce, and manufacturing. His breadth of experience across consumer direct, wholesale, and e-commerce distribution channels makes him an effective omni-channel thinker. Luke has more than 10 years of executive experience and speaks nationally on the subjects of digital commerce, helping businesses identify and deliver greater value through the positioning of their personal brand, the importance of marketing, and the impact of emerging technology. Beth and Luke's topic today is Experience the Power of VAX, the Leisure Travel Marketplace. Before we get started, please remember that you are all muted, but we welcome your questions. You can type in your questions at any time in the question area you see on the right-hand panel of your screen. At the end of the presentation, we'll get to as many questions as we can. Also, at the end of the presentation, Beth and Luke will be giving away a $25 gift card. So stay tuned and we'll give you more information about that a little bit later. So let's get started with all this wonderful information about the power of VAX. Welcome, Beth and Luke.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having us. We're just thrilled to be here today. I'd like to start today's discussion with just a bit of gratitude. And, we're very grateful for each and every one of you. Today's leisure travel professionals have really succeeded due in large part to your resilience, but also your ability to grow as individuals, as business owners, and evolve with the market and ahead of the market. So we're grateful for your commitment to obviously us in the travel industry, to our brand. For those of you who are new to VAX, we hope you learn a few things today. And for those who've seen VAX over the years and our evolution, we hope you have a couple of new takeaways today as well. So thanks for being here. We're thrilled to have you. So I think as we start today's dialogue, we're gonna format this as sort of a ping pong or a Q&A between myself and Beth. And I'd like to start off with just a little bit more about sort of the history of VAX VacationAccess and our recent evolution to the premier travel marketplace, as you all see on the screen. So the history is back in 2000, Triceps Solutions was created, and Triceps as our parent company was created as a technology firm with really a singular focus on making the lives of travel agents better through this brand new merchandising platform where agents would have access to many of the world's most important travel brands at that point. So we were started as a technology firm. We still maintain that presence in the market as one of the leading global technology firms. So VAX, or VAX VacationAccess, followed soon thereafter and was created really with the sole purpose of offering travel agents and professionals a browser-based tool that competed against OTAs in the emerging digital age. And we've supported agents ever since with all sorts of breakthrough travel technology, evolutions, innovating for your brighter future. So really, one of the key takeaways today is we've continued to grow as a brand due in large part to the positive impact that we have on agents and their lives, but really more than that, the direct feedback from agents just like you guys. So we hope you keep that feedback coming. It's our lifeblood. We live and die by the feedback you give us, and we're anxious to hear as much as possible. So back to this point about the leisure travel marketplace. Fast forward to this past February, we went through our last metamorphosis and really redesigned VAX VacationAccess and repositioned the brand as the leisure travel marketplace. So we're now in our third major iteration of VAX, and we had redesigns launching back in 2009 and then most recent in 2017. So all that being said, our story is really 20 years in the making. And the best part about it is we really feel as though we're just getting started as a brand. So much so that internally we call ourselves a 20-year-old startup, because we feel like the agent-focused innovation and VAX, the booking solution, but also the marketplace, is just beginning. So one other point I'd like to make is we have been and always will be a brand neutral agent-only resource. And we're feverishly committed to travel agents, to the travel agency model, and to an ongoing commitment of making the lives of agents easier through increased earnings, through ongoing education, through business betterment, but also content focused exclusively on you. And there's no better place for travel professionals in today and the industry's leading brands to come together to really grow their business hand in hand. So like I said, if you're new to VAX, we hope you take a lot away today and enjoy our discussion. If you're a seasoned VAX user, we hope you can have a few new takeaways on the recent developments that we've made on behalf of each of you. So all that being said, I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to turn it over to Beth with a question. And Beth, you spend a ton of time with agents, with this audience, obviously. What's one thing you think you would want agents to know about VAX today?
Well, I really want to just focus on the fact that VAX is more than just a booking engine. The last webinar that I did here was really focused in a deep dive into the booking piece of that. But you know, it is so much more than a booking engine. And with VAX, we really provide what you need to earn, learn, and grow. The booking engine is obviously what you use to earn, which is crucial to your business. That's, you know, no holds barred there. But who in the industry really has your back? How do you as an agent know what to sell? How do you become an expert at providing the perfect fit for your client's dream vacation experience? How do you determine which supplier fits the different customers' needs? Where can you learn what destinations fit your customers' expectations, since they really don't necessarily know what they want, even though we know they think they know what they want? When it comes to destinations, you have to educate. The great thing about VAX is that it's really more than just a booking engine for travel agents. From agent education and training, including live and on-demand webinars and elite new agent programs, destination information for finding that perfect trip, to even mastering your niche market, whether it is for family, weddings, or group travel. VAX is really equipped with the knowledge and the resources that you truly need to be the best agent you can be for your clients. And as you mentioned before, you can really all think of VAX as Switzerland. We are truly an agnostic company, giving travel agents daily information and product to be successful in running your business. VAX even allows agents to stay connected with the latest news, insights, and information happening in your leisure travel industry with the Compass. The Compass is where you find articles on multiple topics, from managing your travel business, destination information, and so much more. It is so important for agents to stay current with industry trends to help you make informed decisions for your clients during the booking process. Luke, I mean, what do you have to add as far as why the Compass is such a great resource for travel agents today?
Yeah, so great question. So there's a lot of buzz in the market today about the Compass and what it is, what it means to agents. So as a part of our relaunch this past year, we launched the Compass, which is really what I refer to as our news and editorial resource for agents. And, you know, Beth, you talked about this idea that customers come in, either they call or they email or they walk in the door, and they've got all the answers to all the questions these days. So really, we launched the Compass with the idea that we're going to arm travel agents with the knowledge that they need to answer those questions. Whether you're in the automotive industry or any service-based industry, and certainly no different in travel, it's important that you know that you're in this business to be an expert, and the expectations are a lot higher for today's travel professionals. So at the end of the day, what the Compass does is it answers those hard questions. It lets agents know what's happening and how to respond to the market. And we create that content with that lens aimed exclusively at travel agents. So I'll say it this way. If it matters to today's travel agents and they need to answer questions for their customers, the answers to those questions can be found on the Compass, which is a part of VAX VacationAccess. So as I mentioned earlier, our leisure travel marketplace, it's really all about agents. It's exclusively about agents, actually. So the Compass is designed with that one thing in mind, to create that content that helps agents just get better at what they do, which is obviously sell travel. But like I said, today's consumer is very different than in the past. They're researched, they're informed, they know so much more thanks to internet-based research tools, and have a lot of questions more than ever before. Today's success in service-based industries, like I said, is achieved by being highly knowledgeable. So we want to arm you with the knowledge to be knowledgeable. So the Compass meant to arm agents with the answers to those questions, but not just that. We offer categories of content to help agents grow as professionals and as business owners, and to stay up to date on industry news relevant to agents through both original and curated content. So in fact, we leverage content from across the industry, including content from Og Marketing Group. So they're great partners of ours. But the Compass is just one of many recent and planned innovations for agents to help make agents get better. And we have more than, this is a pretty big number, and you may not believe it when you hear it, but it's the truth. We have more than 96,000 leisure travel agents on our marketplace today, both consuming content, but also booking amazing experiences for their customers. So I'll turn the conversation back over to Beth here. So Beth, let's shift the conversation from what has happened to what's going to happen. And what do you think agents want to see next on VAX?
Well, I know what I hear when I'm in the industry is that agents are continually looking for more bookable content. I hear often more bookable content across the industry, not just more suppliers, but different travel types. We all know that, we do have some new suppliers. We're continually working to add suppliers. We've got some exciting, things on the forefront for that as well. They want to be able to book everything in one place, whether it be cruise, land tours, escorted tours, all of those kinds of things. And so, they want to be able to find an easy, intuitive place to be able to have access to all of that with one login. Why wouldn't that be a great thing, right? They also are asking about content to share for their clients. Frequently, I'm asked during my presentations, can we share this information? Can I share this with my clients? Can I share this? How can I share this? And especially now with the Compass, as I talk about that and share that information with all of you agents out there, I hear that quite often. So shareable content is definitely one of those things that they hear about as well. A place to connect with other agents on VAX for a multitude of different reasons, but networking, learning from each other, so many different ideas from people, and so much more that way.
Yeah, I'll jump in here too, Beth. We're really excited about the future enhancements that we're going to be making to the marketplace. One of the things that we have in the hopper for you all is an industry of events calendar that we're going to be launching in the coming months, maybe sooner. But really, back to the point about being the travel agent's home base, having everything in one place, an events calendar, and knowing what's happening from coast to coast from January through December across the industry, whether it's black tie events or super FAMs that are happening, or inaugural voyages for new vessels in the cruise space. It's all going to be there, and we're very excited to give that as a tool for travel agents to learn and engage with various brands. The idea of social forums is really important to us too. So there's an old saying that there's no better advertisement than a recommendation from a friend or a peer, right? And we're looking to roll out a forum-based environment where agents can have closed discussions, closed forums about things that are important to agents. If there's a new agent that's brand new to the business, what's the best beach for weddings in Mexico? Or if there's they have questions about cruise or any other product that's out there, they're going to be able to ask those questions of their peers, which is really important. And then obviously, as a part of the shareability of content, we're working on being able to share really all content from the Compass directly to your customers. So if there's an article about the top 10 things you need to know before you pack your bags for a trip to Hawaii, well, that's content that in a short few weeks we'll be able to share from the Compass. So we're very excited about the future. We consider, like I said, ourselves a 20-year-old startup, and we're just getting going on this new environment that we've created for agents.
And I know agents are very excited about hearing these things because I've heard that from them as well. There's so much more to come for travel agents in the future, and of course, all of this is brought about by the loyalty that you travel agents have, and your willingness to provide your feedback and suggestions, as Luke has already kind of talked about. But our VAX's continuous dedication to provide the most innovative technology for you, the agents, to stay in the forefront of an ever-evolving industry. So Luke, how do you think VAX's technology plays a role for the future for travel agents?
It's a great question. Yeah, I mean, so ever-evolving is the right way to describe it. I mean, I feel like keeping up with the accelerated rate of change is a challenge these days. But so for VAX, investment in technology and investing in our technology, which really describe our technology, we exist for you. That's it. We exist for travel agents. And investment in that technology is key to innovation and success for you all. So I say that because as the consumer technology continues to advance at such a rapid pace, our industry's travel agent technology needs to be even more sophisticated and outpace that consumer technology. So VAX, as well as the other tools that we make available for agents through our marketplace, really have the ability to transform the relationship between consumers and travel experts. So we help agents compete against OTAs using that same consumer data, customer intelligence, and insights that the OTAs have at their fingertips. Now, the advantage that agents have over the OTAs is that something we define as emotional intelligence. So what is emotional intelligence, you're probably asking? So that's knowing the individual behind the person. That's the power of your relationship, your friendship with your customers. And to thrive tomorrow, travel sellers throughout the value chain need to know a whole lot more about their customers. They need to gain a better understanding of how people live their lives and what's important to them, how they interact with the greater world around them. And they need to feel a great emotional investment in people and how they make their vacation decisions, and then what's expected of the travel professional and you guys in return. So, but when you combine the best in technology and tools, which is what we do for you, with the emotional intelligence that only you can provide to the equation, VAX as a brand, we define that sort of empathy of understanding, that deeper understanding of consumers as something we refer to as genuine intelligence. So that means offering the best technology available to agents so you can use it to make an impact and have an advantage over OTAs, but also combining that technology with a personal touch that travelers require across the entire end-to-end vacation experience. So all the way from the dreaming about the vacation to the vacation itself, to the memory phase. So, but our investment in technology that we're making, it's really just the beginning. VAX invests more than any other technology company out there in travel agents. We only invest in travel agent technology. We provide agents with the technology and tools to be successful, but really the takeaway for me is when you combine that emotional intelligence that agents bring to the equation and you combine it with that technology to create that genuine intelligence, to me, that's the future. That's very powerful. So, so technology first for us always has been, always will be, and we're excited to continue to evolve in this ever-changing environment. So at this point, I think I'm going to turn the discussion over to Beth to lead you all through a nice overview of VAX, the marketplace, and I'll let her take it away.
Okie doke. So as I said, the last webinar that I did here, I provided a deep dive into the booking piece and a very high level of the content side. And I want to go a little bit deeper with the content side so that you really do see all of the vastness and the abundance of resources that we have for you. Excuse me. So you can see that we have a nice wide display that allows us to accommodate up to 3 columns. And on that third column is where you'll see that the compass is prominently featured in the right side, on the right column here, which provides like a gateway to the agent resources that are following you throughout the site. So you'll see that as you continue to navigate through the site. Also, what you'll see as you navigate throughout the site on this third column is This Week on VAX. And that just is going to show you any upcoming webinars or any kind of major announcements. You'll also see on the home page in this third column is our agent opinion poll. And I just want to remind you that, we talk about the fact that you provide us feedback, and this is one of the ways that we can find great feedback, whether it be to provide it to the suppliers that they're looking for, or whether it be to be able to find it for what we're going to do next with VAX. Excuse me.
Yeah, and I'll jump in for just a quick second on agent opinion. So I talked about this earlier, where there's no better place for brands to engage with agents, and there's no better place for agents to engage with brands. Combining the compass with that content that really talks about what's most important to brands, but also your opinion driving the future of this marketplace, of this experience that you have each and every day on the marketplace, is paramount to the success of not only how we build our technology for the future, but how we integrate those brands with today's most effective and most professional travel agents.
Okay, and then as we move up the site, just to let you know, brought to you by very popular demand is our site search. This is our VAX site search, and it searches all of the content on the site, which is going to include your supplier showcase information, promotions, destination pages, educational tools, articles, everything content related. Just to give you a quick little, view of what you could find. If, you were really wanting to follow some of my articles a little bit more, you could search best, and then you can see exactly what will come up with what I have written in the past and added here. If you want to just click on these articles here and there to kind of boost me up in the level, that would be great. But just kidding. Otherwise, you can, maybe you're looking for some cruise information. And I just want to point out that you can find cruise information on our site. Even though we're not necessarily currently selling cruises, you can find this kind of content on our site. So I just want to make sure and point all of this out for you. Back to our home page, just to kind of touch base now on the different headers that we have in our navigation. Under reservations, this is where you'll see the different types of travel that we will sell. We've got vacation packages currently, hotel and air. And this is one of those places to kind of watch as time goes on. If the breadth of our product expands over the industry, you'll be able to find it here. Under offers and incentives, you'll find the offer wizard, which is a great place to find deals on VAX. So if you want to know what's a great deal, this is a great place to look, and it's got fabulous filtering options so that you can really narrow down to fit what's a good fit for your customer. Promotions are what's on sale. Those are going to be set up promotions by your supplier. What's in it for your customer, a great sale for your customer. This is where you can find it across all of the brands. And remember, we talked about being agnostic. We offer, the promotions for all of the different brands in this one spot so that you can do some comparisons. Agent incentives is another option to be able to find out what you can do to have some great incentive working with different suppliers, and maybe there's different setups, incentives that are set up from the suppliers to benefit you. So what's in it for you is a great place right here to check this out. Under suppliers, you will see that we have it categorized by the different types of product that they sell. So the vacation packages, these are going to be your tour operators, and the ones that are listed here with the enhanced presence here are going to be our hosted suppliers, where this is the place that you can book them. But we do have more tour operators that you could find if you clicked on the vacation packages, just to kind of see how categories are categorized here. If we click on the hotels, you'll see the list of all of the different supplier showcases that we have available to you. And just to take a quick peek at a supplier showcase and show you the value of these really virtual online stores for these different suppliers, this is a great place to learn about the culture of a different supplier, or what the experience that your clients would have with this particular supplier. So if you're not familiar with the suppliers, great resource for you to be able to learn much more about them. On the supplier showcase, you will learn what they are all about, what kind of product they have. You will find contact information, and I really encourage you to use your supplier showcases that way for contact information. Marketing collateral, all the different kind of brochures and different things that they have here for you as a resource to learn about what your clients can expect with the different properties, with weddings, all those kinds of things. If we click on here, any of these, you would find the hotel profiles, which are a great tool to be able to find out what to expect rather than going to the website. And this is something you can share with your customers if you send out the VAX sales email, which you can learn about using the site search up here. Promotions are going to be here on their pages. These are going to be individual to the supplier that we're looking at. And right now we're looking at Oasis. So agent incentives would also be here, as well as any trainings that have happened over the last year with this particular supplier. So it's a great way to learn so much more about your suppliers. Now, destinations have also been categorized. One of the things that we heard as feedback with both suppliers and destinations is that there are so much that it was really overwhelming to look at it. So we've categorized them into the 7 regions of the world. And if you click on a region because you're not seeing the destination that you're looking for, it will take you to all the different destination pages we have within that region. I'm just going to take you really quick to a destination page again so you can see a little bit about that. Our destination pages provide you a lot of information about the destination and the experience that you can expect or that your client can expect when they visit that particular destination. Again, you know, they may think they know exactly what they want, and this is going to give you the information to share with them to make sure that it is going to be a good fit. As I clicked on the fact that the Puerto Vallarta destination within Mexico, I can toggle back and forth between all of these different destinations and go back and forth with those links until I find the right fit in the Mexican destinations that way. The information on this page will also show which hotels, suppliers, and hotels are going to be available at this destination. The quick facts are a great tool and resource to be able to just come and very quickly get the information that you need as far as what valid passports or what kind of entry requirements, any of the currency, what kind of climate can they expect, all of those kinds of different things. This is a great destination for weddings, so it's got some wedding information. And one of the great things that we're providing on more and more of our destination pages is some crowdsourced information from you, the travel agents, that have been willing to share some of the secrets and the tips and tidbits that you would say agent or clients shouldn't miss, or agents, if you're going to, shouldn't miss if you're in this destination. You should experience these or share with your clients these ideas of what to do when you get there. And throughout the site, you can find different places where you can add your information that way too, and just kind of watch for that and share that if you have it, because if an agent is new and they're trying to learn, this is a great way for them to learn from those of you that are experts. You'll also see the compass on the other side here, on the other column, and notice, I don't know if you noticed what the content was on the home page, but now that I'm in Mexico, my content has shifted to intuitively share what articles might be valuable to me as I am visiting a Mexico destination page. So that's one of the great things about the compass, is it's really kind of looking at what you're doing and being able to share the information that's relevant to what you're doing. And you also, of course, have the booking engine over here, the booking tool that you can book with and start right away once you've found that right source or right destination for your customers. As we look over at education, we have categorized our different types of education into supplier training and education, and then VAX training and education. And I hope you're all familiar with the fact that we do these live webinars with our suppliers and then post them as on demand following those presentations so that they're available for up to a year afterwards. Another great way to learn more about and immerse yourself in the different supplier and the knowledge that you need to learn about them. Now, VAX training and education, this is where you're going to find specific instruction for VAX's features and functionality. And of course, we have our summer school campaign that is going on through this week. Don't miss out on the opportunity to learn some great information from these experts in their supply. You'll hear the supplier expert on these webinars, and often have a great agent incentive to be able to possibly win a prize when you're attending those. What I do want to share with you that's very exciting is that coming very soon and in the coming weeks, I'm going to promise this in weeks, not months, but in the coming weeks, you're going to start seeing a link under here that is called the New Agent Training and Education page. And on that is going to be our newest New Agent Immersion series to provide guidance on how to use VAX to the fullest. And it's really going to include our new education strategy, which is really bite-sized trainings that are hopefully within 30 to 60 seconds. Very few are going to be more than that, but it allows you to learn about how to do something on VAX and then get back to your task and be able to just keep moving. So we're really looking at that particular strategy along with step-by-step guidance on how to do it. And that's based on feedback from people that say, I love to watch a video and then I love to go do it. And then there's people that say, I like the step-by-step guidance. And then there's even some, and I'm kind of guilty to be one of these, is I like to watch the video and then I like to have the step-by-step as a backup in case I need it. So we're really just trying to fulfill the needs for the education as you, the agents, have requested it. And you'll find that on this new agent education page, you'll also see an abundance of other great content designed to really just help you to grow into being the best and most successful agent you can possibly be. Not just about booking, but across the industry, all the information that you need to know. And then as we get over here to the Compass, under the Compass heading, we're going to dive into the Compass really quickly in a minute, but I do want to point out specialty travel. This is a page where you can find some great information about some of your niche opportunities to specialize. So if you're booking destination weddings, check out that particular page because there's a great wedding match destination tool that is going to really help you to narrow down the expectations of that dream wedding experience in at a destination. And so it really provides you some great survey questions, provides you the right destination, and then it takes it another step further into what are the resorts and hotels that are going to fit that as well. So check that out, but there's also family and ski and just different things here that you can find for specialty travel. And then our travel resources are gonna take you into those portals to the TSA.gov and those kinds of things that you need to make sure that your agent or your clients are all taken care of. Now, as we look at the Compass, though, let's dive in and look at the Compass homepage, and you'll see this is just full of content. We have everything categorized into 4 different areas: agent development, travel inspiration, around the industry, destinations. And this is just, again, a great place to be able to absorb all of the information across the industry, as Luke talked about so much before. And you have a Compass search here. We're just really, really excited about the Compass. In fact, this month, July, we have exceeded our goals on agents coming and clicking on articles into the Compass, and it's really exploding. And it's great to see how excited agents are to be able to have this content at their fingertips and watch for more categories to be added to our page. This is, Luke talked about some different things like the industry calendar. This is a great place to keep an eye on for what's coming next and what's going on and what we're doing. So that's it. That's VAX, the content side.
Well, thanks, Beth. So I think for my part today, the main takeaway is the one that Beth hit on, which is don't think of VAX VacationAccess as just a way to book package vacations for your customers. Think of it as your resource. Think of it as your wingman. Think of it as a place where you can visit on a daily basis to to gain access to all the information you need to be successful. So obviously today was a half-hour version of all of the great things that we have coming down the road for you. So I hope you all spent some time on VAX poking around and learning a little bit. And also, obviously, my hope is that you share your feedback on everything that you see. So thanks to everybody for being here, and I think we'll turn it back over for some questions.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Luke and Beth. That was fabulous and really interesting. We do have several questions, and let's get right to them. One of our agents wants to know, with the merger of Southwest Vacations, Funjet, TI, and Apple, how will the inventory be distributed?
Yeah, so that is obviously, I think that's the $20,000 question. And I'll be as candid as I can be. I would say that from a brand standpoint, but also from a technology standpoint, we're committed to adding Travel Impressions and Apple Vacations as cornerstone brands within the supplier drop-down screen. So they will be hosted on the VAX platform. So the way that you'd engage with a brand like Southwest Vacations or Funjet Vacations is the exact same way that you would in the future engage with Travel Impressions or with Apple Vacations. So we're very, very excited to welcome our new family onto the platform, onto the marketplace. We think it fortifies our position in the market as the leisure travel marketplace, and we're thrilled to be able to offer that to agents all in one spot using the best technology in the business.
Fantastic. And speaking of signing on companies, one of our agents wants to know if VAX has plans to sign on international tour operators that use foreign flag carriers like Emirates or Turkish Airlines.
Yeah, so I would say that VAX VacationAccess, as it lives and breathes today, is a domestic tool for today's leisure travel professional. I would say as a brand, we also have aspirations of international expansion. When, how, and where that happens is TBD, obviously, but I think that the short answer is it's definitely on our short list of things to consider.
Okay, that's good to know. How far out do bulk airfares to Europe usually become available?
That's really a supplier question, and I'm sorry, but I don't want to speak to that because we're the technology piece of that. So that's where that fine line is to understand about VAX.
Okay, understood. One of our agents wants to know, I think when you were showing, for example, going into a certain hotel chain to search for vacations, under reservations, is there a global search function if you want to find a vacation across all suppliers that are members of VAX? Is that function available?
No, with each search, you'll have to choose your supplier. You can do a bit of comparing between suppliers and between itineraries, but you're not able to, for a multitude of reasons, but you're not able to just do a search to a particular destination without requesting a supplier. And part of that is the suppliers want you to choose a supplier, and our bread and butter comes from our suppliers. So that's a big piece of that, but there's many other factors as well.
Okay, and speaking of suppliers, one of our agents wants to know when the Jamaica charters will be out for 2019. Do you have information on that?
That would again be a supplier information, sorry.
Okay. We have agents asking about fees. What are the fees to use VAX? How does that all work?
Well, I have some really, really great news. VAX is free. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. So that's good.
Free is good.
Free. Absolutely free.
Everybody's favorite price.
That's right. That's the best news a lot of us have heard all day. So thank you for that. Well, we got to most of the questions. I want to let our agents know that if we didn't get to your question, a couple are still coming in. Let's ask this one. Do you know when cruises will be available to book on VAX?
Great question. So that's definitely in our short-term plan. So we're excited about the content that we've been putting onto the Compass. You'll notice on Beth's screen right now, there's a 12 cruise booking tips from VAX agents. That's just one example of a piece of content that is in the market today. So I would say that you're seeing us sort of prime the wheel for the future of broadening our scope of bookable product on the platform. I think cruise has long been a highly requested category, and I think with the increase in interest from the consumer standpoint in the cruise category, both sea-based and river cruises, we hope to have some announcements to share fairly soon. So while we don't have a time to commit to, we have been feverishly working away behind the scenes to help make the agents' lives easier with more product.
Oh, that sounds great. We had a couple of other questions about individual suppliers, so we already know that that we don't know the answers to that just now. Agents, if you think of any more questions that after this webinar is over, Beth, do you have a screen of contact information you can put up for us for questions about VAX?
I do not.
However, it's very easy to get in touch with us. So I'll jump in on that one. So
Okay.
the email address for VAX is just feedback@vaxvacatianaccess.com. And related to brand questions, I also want to point out that Beth highlighted the fact that every supplier on the platform has a direct link and direct access to their frontline question answerers and chief question officers. So I would encourage any brand-specific questions, just simply dive into those suppliers, click on their link on the platform and reach out directly with those questions. So if the question is, when is FunJet going to be releasing their Jamaica charter for this year? Well, you can have direct access to FunJet to be able to answer that question immediately. So I'd point you in that direction on specific brand questions too.
Great, thank you. Great suggestion. So again, if you have questions about VAX itself, you can email them to feedback@vaxvacatianaccess.com. And we appreciate that contact point. So at the beginning of this webinar, I mentioned a very generous $25 gift card that Luke and Beth are giving away. And why don't we do that now? And this is how it's going to work. Luke or Beth, I don't know who's going to be asking the question, is going to be asking a question about something that they covered during this webinar. And I will take the 5th correct answer I see come across my screen. Type in your answer into the question area. And the 5th correct answer that I see will be the winner. I'll announce the winner once we have one, and I'll announce the answer to the question. But just one word of caution, I'll only take the answers that come in after the question has been completely asked. So if you can telegraph what the rest of the question will be, don't type in the answer yet, because I'm only going to consider answers that come in after the question was asked. So Luke or Beth, go ahead with your question.
Okay, it was mentioned. How many agents are on VAX? There, I said it quick so that nobody can type it in while I ask.
Okay, and I'll take the 5th correct answer. Wow, everybody was listening. This is fabulous.
Wow, that's great.
All right, let me see who the 5th one was. Okay, we have a winner. The correct answer is 96,000, which is kind of mind-boggling to me. And our 5th correct answer was typed in by Georgia Hall Neal. So congratulations to Georgia. We will be passing your information along to VAX, to Beth and to Luke, and they will get in touch with you about how to redeem your gift cards. So thank you, everybody, for paying such close attention. And of course, thank you to VAX for providing the $25 gift card. Our host today has been VAX Vacation Access. Our wonderful speakers have been Beth Kitzman, Business Development Manager for Tricep Solutions Agency Channel for VAX, and Luke Gibson, Director of Product at VAX. Thank you so much, Beth and Luke.
Thank you so much for joining us and for this great opportunity. We appreciate it.
It's been a real pleasure. Thanks, everybody.
Have a great day.
I'll add my thanks to our agents for being here. I know you got a lot out of this. And just as an aside, some of the comments that came in was that agents are excited to either experience VAX or to get back on and take a second look at it. So you did a great job, Luke and Beth, and everyone's very excited. So thanks again to our agents for taking time out of your busy day to join us today. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.